Hello, and welcome back. So, I've been plotting the upcoming episodes, what side quests to do, what side quests I'll need to roll back afterwards, what side quests to save for the late game, and there's not a whole lot left. There's only a handful of quests left on the lower Bionis, and the big bulk of the side quests are in Frontier Village, Alcamoth, and the Fallen Arm. Today I'll head back to Alcamoth, as I haven't been there all that much. As such, it's a perfect time to throw down the Collectopaedia pages for the capital in Eryth Sea. Let's start with the Eryth Sea Collectopaedia. For vegetables, we have the pink asparagus. So hot, you'll think there's been an explosion in your mouth. A lot of things are spicy, to the point of pain. Tropical radish. Reveals a tropical color when you brush off the inky black clay. Sweet. Dolphin carrot. Cute little vegetable, but eating it turns your tongue orange for weeks. You might just have an allergy then. For it to last for weeks. And the gold burdock. Cook longer for extra sweetness and the eponymous golden color. For that row, we got critical up 2. For flowers, we have the razor teasel. Emits exotic sounds, puts you in a really good mood. What the hell is a teasel? Dipsacus, a genus of flowering plant in the family Caprifoliaceae. The members of this genus are known as teasel. Oh god, my throat. The genus name is derived from the Greek word for thirst and refers to the cup-like formation made where sessile leaves merge at the stem. The name teasel derives from Old English words relating to the verb to tease. The dried heads of the plant were once used in the textile industry to raise the nap on woolen cloth. Huh. Oh, I've seen this type of plant around. That's what it is. Night lily. Blooms by night, scatters by morning, creating in time a... Blooms by night, scatters by morning, creating in time a carpet of black. What the hell? Doomsday poppy. Grows in clusters near water. Everyone adores its purple petals. Despair clover. Why is it called a doomsday poppy then? What's with that name? Despair clover. Flower with thermal properties. Carried around to keep warm. What's with that name then? Sea berry. Oh, I only had one of those, huh? An enormous white flower. Reminds you of a snowy scene when... Oh. Why is it called a berry, then? Reminds you of a snowy scene when open. Then why is it called a sea, then? I don't understand. For this row, we get mithril armor. In the animal category, we have the sea frog. Resides in warm climes. Has a voracious appetite for fish. And the Maine cat. A very regal looking cat. It has lovely smooth paw pads. For that row, we get Aerial Cloak 2. In nature category, we have the Dilemma Rock. A strange stone used for building. Looks hard, but it's actually soft. So why is it used for building? When do you want it to be hard? Whatever. Oil branch. A branch with oily sap. Your hands get all greasy just from touching it. The marine marble. A balloon stone. A balloon? A blue stone holding the essence of Eryth Sea. Smooth and rare. And the white tail. A sapling like a white fox's tail, used as bedding for small animals. Alright. For this row, we get mithril leggings. And for the strange category, we have the high violet. Melia named this instinctively. A staff that gathers harmful energy. And the steel coin. Ryan boldly named this purple item that is both gemstone and steel. I don't think that's how that works. Game. For this row, we get Ether Up 3. And for the entire page, we get Heavy Armor. Not to be confused with the category Heavy Armor. Why would they name it that? There are many questions that I have. In the Alcamoth section, we have a scant 6 items, which is understandable. For fruits, we have the cool lemon. A cold lemon that calms the spirit, often eaten after arguments. And the heart peach. I like peaches. A peach that's warm to the touch. Eat it before declaring your love. For this row, we get Blaze plus 3. For flowers, we have the Star Drop. Looks like a purple star shining in the night sky. Inspires awe. And the Mystic Dahlia. Almost constantly exhibits yellow flowers, adored by the ruling family. For this row, we get Muscle Up 3. And in the strange category, ha ha ha! Ricky seemed to enjoy naming this. I sure enjoy saying it. It's some kind of furry white creature. And Thunder Atmos. Shulk really wanted to name this. A half ball that booms when thrown. For this row, we get Paralysis Resist 3. And for the entire page, we get the Gust Shot. It's probably outclassed by now. And let's do the High Entia Tomb as well. There's not a lot in here. For bugs, we have the green earwig. Colored in rich green, the shade of which varies slightly with the habitat. And the blue ladybird. This ladybird traps air in its hairs, so it can even breathe underwater. For this row, we get Ether Up 3. For parts, we have the spiral lamp, a helical lamp with a nasty crack. There's no point trying to fix it. What? Why? Why is this a collectible? The green diode. It's covered in moss and its light is dim, but that just makes it more alluring. Kinda strange. And the white tube. A piece of a broken vacuum tube. Its beauty endures, however. I don't think the however should be on the end of that sentence. What do I know? For this row, we get Electric plus 3. And for the strange category, we have the Tasty Sausage. Ricky was munching on this sweet golden tube-like thing as he named it. Okay, where did... Why is this in the tomb? What were you eating? And the macro passion. Scarlen named this on impulse, a passionate ball of red thread. Why is this in the tomb? Some of these collectibles are so weird. For this row, we get Ether Defense up 3. And for the whole page, we get Shell Armor. Probably also outclassed, but maybe not. As always, I've got links to my Ko-fi and Redbubble in the description below, if you'd like what I do and or want my art on your things. You can like, you can comment, you can subscribe. Alternatively, a better use of your time and money might be providing aid and support to Palestinians as they suffer under the latest atrocities of an 80-year-long assault on their human rights. I'll put a link for that in the description too. For now, it's showtime! So, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, none of these quests are exactly meaty. A lot of them just are, it's just walking around. It's just walking around and talking to people. Let's start with Nello, who has a bit of an alcoholism problem. Alcohol problem? I don't think he's exactly an alcoholic. Let's talk to him.
Eh? Friends want Nello? Nello busy being depressed. Come back later.
Hey? What's up? A bit of trouble?
Nello get drunk very quick. But Nello loves drinking. So always get drunk and make big problem for buddies. But Nello hears something good. There's medicine that makes you want to drink less. Need friends to find ingredients so Nello can make it.
Alcohol? I too used to have a taste for it. But I gave it up when my sister told me it was bad for me. I'd say this is a good time for you to consider quitting as well.
Nello knows that. But Nello really enjoy partying with buddies.
You don't need to drink alcohol to party with buddies. I'm just saying, I don't drink either. It's not to my taste. Honestly, I think sake is my favorite alcohol. It's the one that I like the taste of most. But I have a liver thing, so drinking isn't good for me anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Anyways, let's move on.
Nello wants to go drinking with his friends, but gets drunk very easily. Get him the ingredients for some medicine that will make him want to drink less.
I don't know why I read that like that. I think I was partially reading it like Nello, but it just went weird. We have to collect 2 lots of Feris blood from Feris in Magna Forest, and collect 5 Pagul Hot Pots from Cruise Paguls at Eryth Sea. We're already over halfway there, really.
Oh, friends very kind. Nello wait here with little Tipple.
Tipple? Okay, I'll give it my best shot. As a big brother, I can't just let my little sister go off on her own.
Fine with me. There's plenty you could do to help out, Dunban.
So, there are 2 types of Feris in Magna Forest. The Magna Feris and the Lupus Feris. The Lupus Feris have a higher chance of dropping the Feris blood.
Don't get careless. Okay, let's sort this out nice and quickly.
Leave this to me.
You're out of here. I like this stuff. Dear, I feel like we can beat anything.
Let's press on.
Let's stay alert.
Yeah, the Magna Feris only have a 20% chance of spitting out the blood that we need. Where's the Lupus Feris? I was not able to find any Lupus Feris for some reason. I'm not sure what's up with that. So, instead we do have our trade options. Gadada.
Trade with you!
Starting at 2-star affinity with the Frontier Village Magna Forest area, he begins offering the Feris blood.
Trade with you anytime!
Another option that isn't an option for me yet is a character that we haven't met yet, called the Nopon Sage, which is different from the Nopon Archsage in the Land of Challenge Time Attack area. You can find him in Magna Forest somewhere. We'll eventually get to him, but not like right now. I'm saving him for endgame, late game. And speaking of late game, another option is Popipo, who offers it as her overtrade item at 2050G, only in late game. For the Pagul Hot Pots, we come to Eryth Sea. Well, that's fun. Lightning. We have to beat up these cruise Paguls.
Don't get careless.
I don't have time for small fry.
Okay, let's sort this out nice and quickly.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Let's stay alert.
But if you're not having any luck with getting the Pagul Hot Pots from these things, you always have your trade options. One such option is an Argentis.
Me.
You want to trade? Who offers it as her overtrade item for 2,220G. Carrot, sure, whatever.
Something wrong?
This is amazing. I'll throw this in too. There we go. So long. Here's a familiar face. Popipo also offers the Pagul Hot Pots, starting at 2-star area affinity with the Alcamoth area.
Yes!
Trade!
Goodbye, friend! Thanks! Nero knew Node mission was a-coming. So, Nino had a little drink beforehand.
Oh, what a relief. Another problem solved. Excellent work, Fiora. You ought to be proud of yourself. No, it's too early for that. After all, we still have lots to do.
Nello can't say thanks enough. Well, how about it? A drink to celebrate. No? Meh. Friends all like Little Pond. Ugh. Nello's head hurt.
You fool! You collected the requested items from Nello. Now he and his friends will have a great party. Confuse Resist 3. Now we can pop back over to the main entrance and have a chat with Popipo about her problems. Right, Popipo?
Yes!
Yes! Nello is also part of my family, so I must be nice to Nello. But Nello is bad influence on Little Pond. He should drink less.
Oh yeah, we needed... Because we didn't have a connection between her and Nello, we weren't able to start the quest yet. But don't worry, he does drink less now. Maybe.
Yes!
Yes! Recently, Popipo's son would not want to go outside. I ask why, but he no answer. He just shiver and shake. What is happening?
I assume from their expression that this matter bothers them.
He does go out, but every day he find new tricky place to hide. I want him to have fun outside, not stay in dark place.
Yeah, kids should be playing outside with their mates. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have friends to save my bacon. So, I'd love it if you'd let me help.
You be careful now. I might get lovey-dovey for you. You very nice hum-hum. Handsome hum-hum. But a tough job for one hum-hum. Talk with friends and then decide what you do.
My jaw is stiff. I was working outside yesterday at my grandparents' house, which was convenient because our water was off. Everything's stiff now. Well, people's son hates to be outside lately. Talk to him, work out what the problem is, and find a way of getting him to enjoy the outdoors. Yep, cool, great.
You all nice people. I am all smiley smiles. What about my little pun Baroba? I not know what's wrong with him. I want you to ask Baroba.
Rest assured that your issue will be attended to with haste. You're really kind, Melia. I think I could do a better job of this one than you.
Very well. Let's see who can solve the issue first. Let the duel begin, Rhine.
And Baroba is just over here. Hello, you child.
Whoopee! Reason why Baroba not go out? Simple. When walk outside, end up getting quick grab, cuddle, lift Baroba up. Baroba not like when that happen. If Baroba smell bad, maybe that's solve problem.
Isn't this just literally what we did with Makrish and that other Nopon? What the hell was that other Nopon's name? Noporik? Yeah, Noporik. Isn't this exactly what we did with Noporik's quest line? Making him smell bad so that people wouldn't just grab him and cuddle him?
The friends bring smelly thing.
Oh. Oh, we only had enough ether roses. Cool. Looking for the ether roses. They are a Sator Marsh collectible. You can find them around various places. There's one. If you're having a problem finding ether roses, once she's back in Colony 6, Olga begins offering them at 3-star Affinity with the lower BIOS area. Another sort of option is Jarell. She begins offering them at 2-star Affinity, but only when she's physically in Sator Marsh in the late game. She's also a Colony 6 immigrant, so you can't have invited her, or she'll never be able to offer them. But Olga is a much more convenient option.
Friends bring stinky thing. Give to Aurora. Give. Pew! Smell worse than imagine. It's perfect. Thank you, hum people.
Cool.
Because of your help, Baroba run around outside like a good Nopan. Big thank you. This only little, but please take it.
I hope I was of some help. You are a help, all right. See for yourself. Look how happy they are now. They do indeed seem to be happy. I suppose that is all that matters.
I see Baroba's happy face again. All thanks to you. Only possible because you helped. Really, thank you.
You solved Baroba's problem, and though not the perfect solution, he's happy to be outside now. Excellent. And the last quest that has any weight to it is Teelan. And we just have Shulk, who just so goofy looking.
Where could they be? The textbook doesn't have many details at all. Hey, could you help me with something? When I grow up, I want to become a scientist. Right now, I'm trying to find out about this particular bug. It's really cool.
I assume from their expression that this matter bothers them. Yo, Melia, they look like they've got a problem, don't they? I reckon we should ask what's up.
Hush, there's no need to let everyone know. Very well, Ryan, let's see what the problem is. I've heard that after they hatch, they glow for a little bit. I've only seen pictures of it in my textbook. That's why I want to see it at least once for real.
A glowing insect? The only species I know like that would be the gold caterpillar. Could that be what you're after?
Yeah, that's it. A gold caterpillar. It inhabits the lower Bionis, but I have no idea where. I thought you might know because you're Homs and all.
Oh, we have enough already. Hey! Find some bugs for a hopeful youth. For a few hours immediately after hatching, this bug will shine gold. Collect 9 gold caterpillars from Tephra Cave.
Thanks! I heard that they really like dark and damp places. But my stupid textbook just says they're on Lower Bionis.
Rest assured that your issue will be attended to with haste. Yeah, let's get this sorted. The gold caterpillars are found in Tephra Cave. They're not particularly rare. You'll probably have enough of them by the time you get to that quest, just from having to run through this area multiple times. But if you're having troubles finding them, there are a number of trade options. One immediate option for trading for the gold caterpillars is Francois. I think that's how you say that. She begins offering them at 4-star area affinity with Colony 9. A second option, also here in Colony 9, is Jolele, right my guy? Who begins offering them at 3-star area affinity. For options that are now locked out to us, Makrish offers them at 1-star affinity, but only when she's physically on the Bionis leg, which is only in the late game, before being invited to Colony 6. And the next one is Nikita. Yes. Nikita also offers them only on the Bionis leg, so before you start the reconstruction, and he begins offering them at 3-star area affinity.
Wow, so these are gold caterpillars.
Said that weird.
They don't glow as a larva at all. I'm gonna look after them so they lay lots of eggs. Then I can see them glow when they hatch.
Oh, this voice isn't good for me. I hope I was of some help. Yep, thank you, Ryan.
I'm gonna take down enough notes to write a new textbook. When I finish it, I'll show you.
You got the bugs he asked for and delivered them safely. He can enjoy observing them now. Wall Defense 2, something that I don't really have much of an interest in. We return to Alcamoth to start our next series of side quests that have basically 0 weight to it. I'm watching that boy. I'm watching that boy. Right, Volaren?
What is it?
Ah, hello there. Could I bother you for a second? I really need some help right now. My son has just gone missing. I'm really sorry, but could you help me look for him? I assume from their expression that this matter bothers them. Where's Amelia? You look pretty worried. I wish to know what troubles this person. Shulk, please assist me in asking. He just disappeared the second I took my eyes off him. I can't believe this has happened. I can't leave here either. My daughter is here, you see. She can be pretty naughty too. So I have to keep an eye on her. If I take her with me to look, it'll just take too much time. So please help me. Ricky have many little pon, so we know how you feel.
Ricky understand why you so worried about it. Your opponent friends help you. I admit I'd never have guessed someone like you has children. But my ignorance is beside the point. Knowing I'm not alone in feeling like this is a great comfort. So, can I count on you? Voloren's 2 children were playing outside, but now his son is nowhere to be seen. He can't leave his daughter's side, so find his son for him. He can't have got too far. He's only a child after all. Really, thanks for helping. Rest assured that your issue will be attended to with haste. And he's gone. Yep. He's gone missing. So far. Hello, you wacky child, you.
Wanna play?
Wanna play? Where am I? I hope I can get back to dad and my sis. Oh, that's silly. That's so silly. Dad asked you to come and find me? Thanks. I know he's close, but I didn't know how to get back to him from here. Yep. You're only capable of seeing him from where you were standing. If only you had turned around.
What is it?
Thank you for finding my son. He's promised not to go off without telling me again. You really saved the day. I hope I was of some help. Of course you were. My son is so full of energy I can't keep up sometimes. I'm still to blame for letting him out of my sight. Please, take this. A little thanks from me. You found the lost child and returned him safely to his father. I'm sure this won't happen again. Voloren has lost another child.
What is it?
Oh, it's you again. Please, a moment of your time. I have another favor to ask. It's my daughter. She's gone missing too. Can Ricky and friends help? Ricky feels sorry for them. Ricky, how is it that you can know my thoughts? I still can't leave my son alone. I know he promised to behave, but he's just a child, you know? I'm really sorry, but could you please help me again? I think it's great when kids are being kids. And I guess being a kid means getting yourself lost sometimes. Well, you must be happy to see your children full of life, right? Of course it makes me happy. Seeing my kids happy and active makes me happier than anything. I'd hate for anything to happen to them, so I can't help but worry. When Voloren had his back turned, his daughter went missing. He can't leave his son unsupervised, so go and find his daughter for him. Strength of 4, nice. Fine seeing. I knew I could count on you. Thanks for helping. Rest assured that your issue will be attended to with haste. Let's see. Yep. Sure. Of course. Hello, child. Having fun? You found me! Huh? You're not my brother. Daddy's been looking for me? I was just playing hide and seek. Daddy worries too much. I bet he was crying. I'd better go back. Bye-bye. As you can see, there's nothing to these quests.
What is it?
My daughter's safe and sound. All thanks to you. You've taken good care of both my son and daughter. I hope I was of some help. You're more help than you realize. Have some confidence in yourself. If you say so, Shulk, then I shall endeavor to do so. Here, take this. It's not much, but thank you.
You found the lost child and returned her safely to her father. She wasn't really lost, she was just out of sight. Zip zop. Hooray. And finally, for this Alcamoth side quest extravaganza. Yeah, great. Good job saying those words. We have this guy, Scarlen.
Are you that?
What on Bionis have I done? I know they will never forgive me for this. You look troubled. Is something worrying you? Let's hear them out, Charla. You won't delay us that much, right? Of course, it's no problem. I really like that about you, Shulk. Right, let's get the details. Hey, would you be willing to listen to me? Thank you kindly. You see, something strange is happening to me recently. Whenever I see these two friends of mine, my chest begins to ache. I think I must have somehow fallen for both of them. Falling for two people at once. Whatever's the matter with me? As a bloke, I think I know where you're coming from. When you get on with someone too well, things start changing. The same thing happened to you. But unlike me, you look like you can decide your own fate. Wish I could be like you. I just try to be honest. But sometimes you just can't manage by yourself. So rely on us. We'll do all we can to try and help you. I was trying to say hide there. We'll do all we can to try and hide you from your mistakes. Well, even if I like them, I have no idea what they think of me. So, could you please help me? Scarlen likes two girls called Rosial and Rickoth. He wants you to find out how they feel about him. You would really try to help me? Well, I don't know what to say. Thank you. You can count on us. We'll get it done. Let's just take it one step at a time. Exactly, Shulk. Let's give it an all. So, I hate this guy. This absolute clown show. I know I'm saying this as a 30-ish-year-old who's never been in a relationship before due to a combination of severe anxiety, depression, and autism. But this guy sucks. And so do his quests. It's literally just running back and forth between him and two other characters for arbitrarily deciding who he should date. It's infuriating.
How's things?
You want to know what I think of Scarlen? Some people say bad things about him, but they've got it all wrong. He's really a good man. He's actually been manipulated by quite a few women in the past, so I hope he realizes how we feel for him soon. And then we talk to Rosial.
Hey.
What do I think about Scarlen? Why do I have to tell that to you? Scarlen asked you to find out? Why did he come to ask me himself? At any rate, I certainly don't dislike him. In fact, no, this is something I ought to tell him myself, in person.
Are you that?
Well, it sounds as though they do not dislike me, at least. That alone is a tremendous relief for me to hear. I am glad I asked for your help. Good, it was our pleasure. If I just worried about it on my own, it would not have ended well. I owe you my gratitude. Thank you. Here, take this. It is a token of my appreciation. You found out how they feel about him. They both seem to not dislike him. That's a ringing endorsement. Spike Defense 2. With this first quest done, and I know it was truly harrowing, we return to Captain Dipshit over here and proceed with his next quest, deciding how he feels.
Are you that?
Ah, it's you again. Take a guess at what happened after you helped me out. I'm here to listen. Yeah, what's the story? I'll tell you what happened. Both of the girls approached me, and they both confessed that they have affections for me as well. So now I have to decide between them. What a conundrum. Or just don't. Just be fine with it. Polyamory, bitch! How can they expect me to make a decision just like that? But at the same time, I can understand how your friends must feel. I can see how it must be easier to pretend that nothing's wrong. But you can't stay that way forever. It would solve nothing. You're right, of course. But even though it's all my fault, I still can't seem to decide. It's not that they're angry at you. In fact, they're trying their best to keep your friendship alive. The question is, how will you respond to that? My throat is not happy after yesterday. Working outside like that. Even I can see that things cannot go on like this. In fact, I'm the one most terrified of ruining what we already have. So, once again, can I please ask for your help? Scarlen still likes both girls, but he's not sure which one he likes best. Ask both of the girls what their favorite memory of him is. Talk to Rosial or Rikoth. I am so sorry about this. I know that this is a problem I should deal with by myself. But just this once, I truly need your help. You can count on us. We'll get it done. Yeah, we'll sort this all out. So this is a branching quest. Depending on which one you talk to first, results in something different. It's exactly as action-packed as the last quest. As I could not care less about this numpty, let's go about this in terms of the affinity chart. You'll see that there is a very clear winner in this case. We'll start with Rikoth before moving on to Rosial.
How's things?
My best memory is definitely that time. The time when he protected us on the picnic. He protected us both, even though he got hurt himself in the process. Ever since that time, I've...
Cool. Then you talk to Rosial. Rosial?
My memories with Scarlen? Let's see. It's actually quite difficult to pick one out. We've been together for as long as I can remember, after all. Perhaps that in itself is my most precious memory. The fact that we've been together to this day.
Cool. Helpful.
Are you that?
I see. Rikoth's favorite memory was of that incident.
How embarrassing.
I mean, I invited them there, so I was obliged to defend them. I suppose it was special to Rikoth despite that. To tell the truth, it is a special memory for me as well. I think it was then that I first began to really notice Rikoth. No, let's be honest here. Ever since then, I've been in love with her. No two ways about it. Now that I know how Rikoth feels, I finally found my answer. Good, it was our pleasure. Right, we're helping make things better, a bit at a time. I couldn't agree more, Ryan. Now I think about it, you're actually... never mind. Thanks to you, I have been able to realize how I truly feel. I cannot be grateful enough for what you have done for me. This is a token of my gratitude. Please, take it.
Having heard what Rikoth had to say, Scarlen has decided to tell Rikoth he likes her. Strength down 3, physical defense down 3. And you're not done with us yet.
Are you that?
I have one final request to make. I dare say you can already guess what that request will be. I'm here to listen. Charla, we might be able to help. Good thinking, Shulk. Let's hear the problem first. Come now, be serious. We have come this far. You must realize what I want of you now. What a time to joke around. What a twit. I hate this guy. I would very much like you to give this letter to Rikoth. In truth, I should tell her myself, but she is always with Rosial, whatever, so I'd rather not go in person. If you want to tell her how you feel, you should do it in person.
I think that telling her in person will really make her happy. I actually agree. But if I told her in person, what if Rosiel would just start crying? I couldn't bear to see that. I've known Rosiel all my life. It's not easy doing this to her. I see. I can't decide if it's a good or bad idea. But we've come this far. So I want to help you to the end. I think I've relied on your kindness too much. But with all the nasty rumors, no one else is willing to help me. So you're the only ones I can ask. Will you do this for me? Finally, Scarlen has decided to tell Rikoth he likes her, but he doesn't want to approach her while Rosiel is near. Deliver a letter to Rikoth for him. Thank you. Good luck with the letter. Please, try to be discreet so Rosiel doesn't notice. You can count on us. We'll get it done. Don't forget about me, Sharla. Now let's get this sorted together. Of course. I know you'll do it or die trying. Isn't that right, Ryan? This is the letter. Thanks for doing this. Cool. Alright, you weird birds.
How's things?
Is this a letter from Scarlen? Something he doesn't want to tell me in person. Does that mean... I don't want to look inside. If I don't, then none of us will be able to move on. Okay, I'm going to be brave. No matter what's in here. What? Is this really the letter you got from Scarlen? It can't be. You only have to look at those two to know. But this handwriting is definitely Scarlen's. This is real, isn't it? How strange. I'm so happy and yet feel so sad as well. Cool.
Are you that?
I see. Rikoth started crying. I'm a total fool. It's all my fault. Why did I drag it out this long? Happy and sad at the same time. I see. Those two are the best of friends. It makes sense. That's why Rikoth cried, because she knew how Rosiel would feel. We have to go and tell her together. I'm not going to apologize, though. That would be an insult to Rosiel. I hear she bears me no ill will. So, I absolutely insist that you take this. Please, take it. Good. It was our pleasure to make people upset. Sharla, you're a medic, right? No wonder you like helping people. Yes, but that's not the only reason. I just like making people happy. You people have done so much for us. Thank you for everything. Really, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Rikoth read the letter from Scarlen and cried, but they are now dating. Yes, cool. Ether Protect 4. Down to the Affinity chart. The one, best friends, very close. Let's see, who is it? Galvin.
Welcome.
I've known Rosiel for a long time. That's why I know all about the issue that's been bothering her. She really let herself get led on by that idiot. She's such a fool sometimes. And sympathy. So yeah. I think... Is this Vidian? Yeah, I think Vidian, if you've spoken with her before finishing this quest, she has a negative connection to Scarlen, and then it upgrades into a yellow. But I haven't talked to her yet, so we don't have that yet. Oh. Hello, Vidian.
Hey.
Lighthouse Manager Scarlen used to be my classmate. She always got good grades, and always the top of the class. So I thought that she'd end up working at the Imperial Palace. But she volunteered to manage the lighthouse instead. Maybe it's because she likes the sea so much. Helpful.
Hey,
It's all very well saying they're both special to him, but you can't have several people you treat like lovers. It's wrong. Scarlen is such a selfish person. If that happened to me, I don't know what I'd do.
hey.
The three of them all seem to get along well enough, but he simply can't go on treating them both like that. I really despise indecisive men. And that gets us... There we go. Discussed. Now to finish the quest again. To get the other route, we need to talk to Rosiel. I can't wait to not have to say... But I will. I will have to speak with you again. Eventually.
Hey,
This time it's my favorite memory he wants to know about. Well, it's probably the promise we made when we were young. It wasn't just between me and him, but it is my most precious memory. For the three of us to be friends forever. Oh, now look what you've done. I'm getting all embarrassed. At any rate, I doubt he'll even remember that promise anymore.
how's things?
You'd like to know my favorite memory with Scarlen? Probably the time Rosiel introduced me to him. After all, to have memories, I have to have met him in the first place. What does this have to do with anything? I know that Scarlen must have asked you to do it, but... Well, I suppose there's not much point asking that now. As you can see, depending on order, we get different answers from them. Scarlen, I've decided your fate again.
Are you that?
I see. Then my answer is decided. Rosiel thinks the same way I do, so my heart lies with her. To tell the truth, I think I may have known all along. I've always cared for Rosiel more than Rikoth. But as I told you before, I was afraid of ruining our friendship. I think that must be why I was running away from my feelings. That cowardice may have ended up causing pain for them both. I never want to make them go through anything like that again. I don't want to make them sad. Good, it was our pleasure. Right, we're helping make things better, a bit at a time. I couldn't agree more, Ryan. Have I already said this one? Sure, whatever. I don't care. I'm getting tired of this. Thanks to you, I've been able to realize how I truly feel. I cannot be grateful enough for what you have done for me. This is a token of my gratitude. Please, take it. Having heard what Rosiel had to say, Scarlen has decided to tell Rosiel he likes her. Strength down 3, physical defense down 3. Like before. And like before, he has one more quest.
Are you that?
With his stupid little letter again. What should I do? Suddenly, I have no idea what I ought to say. This is a real problem. You look troubled. Is something worrying you? If it's like that, we gotta help him. Shyla, let's get more info. He's really frank about things. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Ah, it's you again. Listen, I'm thinking of giving a letter to Rosiel. But now I come to write it, I have no idea what to say. It's getting me down. Just don't know what I should write at this stage. I've been thinking about it ever since I realized how I felt, but... So, just write how you feel right now. Don't try and sugarcoat it. I'm sure she'll appreciate it. You could be right there. I wasn't going to go over the top, but maybe I am overthinking this. Just write how I feel. Yes. That's the spirit. She'll definitely appreciate it. Well, I know I would. Why aren't you writing me any letters, Shulk? I suppose I will just write my honest feelings. Yes, I've decided. I'll tell Rosiel exactly how I felt for her. Finished. Right. May I ask you to deliver this to Rosiel, please? Scarlen has decided to hear Roseal's declaration, but Rickoth is always near, so he can't do it himself. He wants you to deliver a letter for him instead. I think this is the final request I will ask of you. I only got this far thanks to you, so I'm counting on you to do this. You can count on us. We'll get it done. This is the letter. Thanks for doing this.
Hey,
Now you've got a letter from Scarlen? Whatever could be inside? What the? Did Scarlen tell you what he's written in here? He didn't tell you and you haven't read it? Well, I'm glad about this. Of course I am. It's just... I know I told him to choose between us. I didn't mean for this to happen. No, I shouldn't say that. Scarlen's made his decision. I have to respect his feelings. But what am I supposed to say to Rickoth? She was so serious about this as well. If he couldn't decide, I was going to ask him to choose Rickoth. Said that weird. But no. I just have to go and fight Scarlen. We can tell Rickoth together. And we'll stay friends. The three of us, always. And back to Scarlen. More than anything, I hate this series of quests. Even more than I hate you! You weird numpty.
Are you that?
I had no idea that Roseal was so worried about this. I'd call myself her friend. Truly am the worst of the worst. I've brought sadness upon both of them. Still, there's at least one good thing to come out of all of this. I feel sure now that Roseal will not ignore Rickoth or hurt her feelings. With any luck, they will still be able to remain good friends. Despite all that has happened, I hope we can all remain friends. I know it is a selfish thing to say, but I still wish for it. Good, it was our pleasure. Still, you people are the real heroes of this piece. I don't know what I would have done without all of your help. So please, take this, a token of gratitude from all three of us. I cannot say what will happen now. I know that I will be happy as long as we can all be together. I'll try my very hardest to make that happen. We all will. Roseal has some misgivings, but she has accepted him, and they are now dating. And Physical Protect 4. What up, Galvin?
Welcome.
I've known Roseal for a long time. That's why I know all about the issue that's been bothering her. I'm just relieved. Finally, she's found someone who truly returns her affections. Anything else out of you, Galvin? No? Cool. For that, the one, best friends, very close, and relief. Oh yeah, I guess we need to go talk with Vidian again to update this. God, why does she have to be out on that outside road? I wish I could ride the floating bus. At least use it as a fast travel system around this massive place.
hey.
Looks like that dullard Scarlen finally picked one of the girls. Maybe he wasn't as indecisive as I thought. And not so bad. Good. So there is actually something interesting in the quest names for the two mutually exclusive follow-up quests, but that's spoilers. Once we're in the late game, I'll return to this thought, so just file that away for now. Of course, speaking of the late game, there's something else to talk about in these quest logs. The symbol up there by the quest name. The last time we saw this symbol, it was back on the Bios Leg with the refugee camp quests. in that case, it was because those quests would expire once we progressed the story enough and brought the colonies, the refugees, back to Colony 6, whereupon they'd have no use for those quests anymore. So what does it mean that every quest in Alcamoth and Eryth Sea are timed quests? Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Everything will be just fine.